Here we are back again with another episode of The Pit. Today, this is episode 12. Today, we are joined by JAtreox, the AR Challenger veteran player. How are we, Jordan?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, pal?
I'm not bad. You like that, didn't you?
I did like that. Did quite like that.
You nervous for this? Are you looking forward to it?
Do you know what? Oddly, man, every time I do something like this, I get mad nervous, you know.
Uh, You
It's
look,
the questions, isn't it? It's the
yeah.
questions.
I was gonna say you look fantastic on camera, so it can't be that.
Don't make me start crying. I will.
Oh, I know this is gonna go. This is gonna be vibes the entire way.
Oh yeah, ain't
So,
no question.
segment one: getting to know the player. We're just going to go briefly over your history of competing in challengers to start this segment. So, to my knowledge, correct me if I'm wrong, you stepped into the challenger scene fully in IW and stayed all the way until Vanguard when you left. Why
I
Vanguard?
took I took 1 year off,
What year?
which was World War Two.
Okay.
Didn't compete properly because at the start of the game, Jordan said that I was rubbish at search. Arvo, he said I was rubbish at search. I spent that entire year playing nothing but S&D just to shut him up. But other than that, yeah,
Do,
yeah.
do, do you
And then
wish
I
you stayed
became
for that?
no, no. I hated that game.
That's a
It's
dagger.
too slow for me.
Yeah?
Too slow. Yeah, too slow. Get me on a knee slide, bare minimum.
Oh, so I'll go back to my last question. Now you said that, how come you left in Vanguard?
Um, Personal, really. That was like one of the years that I felt like I needed to sort of fix myself. Met a new girl at the time, so that's enough for me. I'm done. I wasn't by no means, but it was kind of one of them ultimatums, right? Where it's like you have this life or you go back to having this life. There's no in between. Unfortunately, chose the opposite route. Not unfortunately, shouldn't have said that. I chose the opposite route, but I'm back. I'm back, and I'm probably better than I ever have been, to be honest.
So, why return this year?
Job's not done. The one thing that has irritated me, like you obviously you know my friends, all right? I sit in the Discord with Isaac and George, right? And they both have one thing over me. Well, they have two things. One, they've been to an NA event. I've never been to an NA event. That kills me a little bit inside. They both qualify for Challenger Champs. That has me in a headlock. Because I just want to sit there and go, I've done what you've done. Don't talk down to me. I've done what you've done. Because I'm capable, and both of them will agree I'm more than capable. I've just always had like issues with teammates or something that's happened before. Some things have changed. Whatever the way the way a COD team works, and it's just
Absolutely.
never been in my cards since obviously 2019. And then taking a year out of Vanguard obviously didn't exactly help. Didn't really play Cold War very much either. I kind of put COD on a back burner, which I should never have done, in my opinion.
It's just the way it works, though, with the current system and the current cycle. Like, you have to do it over a repetitive
Yeah,
amount of years to get where you need to be. And yeah,
yeah.
years out aren't ideal.
Like the frustrating thing to me is like always been I put myself in a good position. So like coming out of MW 2019, I had 8k pro points, which at the time was like I was like top 60 thereabouts. I could probably get myself on a top 32 team no problem. And then for some reason I turned around, I was like, I'm not playing Vanguard. I came back in Cold War. I was like, this sucks. I'm back in the pit again. And then I took another year off. And now it's like, what am I doing? Stop. Hit it. If I'm gonna do it, I'm doing it properly. This
Yeah.
time I'm doing it properly.
Do you know? I absolutely love that. So we're going
One
to
more good year.
touch. You said you haven't been to an NA event. However, you have been to some European events. And I think you know where we're going to start on this one. The Black Ops 4 London Open, Team Flock, Campbell, Ingram, Langley, Trott, and Jay Roberts. Now, um, talk me through that.
um, didn't go well. Well, so the team only formed, in honesty, because I made a very catastrophic mistake. And so the original team I was going to go with was Jackster, Ryan Reach, Aroma, and Divinity. And I was a hot-headed little idiot at the time, and I ruined that team. Like we online, we were smoking people. We smoked Supremacy. We battered them absolute, and I mean floor. Do you know what I mean? Like they were wiped. And then I let my attitude get to me, and at the time I was like, during that time period, I was struggling with a lot of personal problems. I didn't really realize what I had yet and all sorts of stuff. And then going into that event, I was like, I want to go no matter who I'm going with, because at this point I'd not been into an event since IW, and I was like, I just need to go. I need to play it. Like I need that feeling again. So we rocked up to the event. It was me, Cass Campbell, that roster, and we didn't expect much, right? I'll be honest, we didn't expect nothing, and we spawned in round one against a formidable face. And I'm not gonna lie, I had quite possibly. I know you're gonna bring it up.
No.
I had, as I've been to 5 events, and I had quite possibly the worst series I think I've ever had, and we still came out winning. That was the key, right? Obviously, no discredit to yourself, but we still came out and won. And then after that, I don't know, the machine took over. I just started killing, and I was killing. I think the first hard point against the second team we played, I got 45, 46, S&D 15, and then we ran into the Thanos of the winners bracket, which was that was a hard one to take, because I remember sitting down, I looked across and I seen the faces, and I was like, there's no way I beat these with this team. There is no way I beat these with this team. Like, we need to get them on like maps that they can outslay us on. That's the key, right? To get outslayed by when you know you're on the back foot, the key at the event, in my opinion, is to play them on maps you can get outslayed by the least. That, because you know you're gonna get outslayed.
Yeah.
So first map, Arsenal Hardpoint, which was they banned Hacienda, which was gonna be the go-to, because if we were to play, I think we played you guys on Hacienda as well.
Yeah. Arsenal Hardpoint, Hassi, S&D.
Yeah. We basically tried to force Hacienda, because the way the boys put it to me was like, you are the best player on this team by a margin. We're going to play to everything of your strength. Now, bear in mind, I went into this event as a Maddox war machine. So my job was to go on the map and obliterate everything. Like, there should be nothing left. And that's what they want me to do. They went, just get every kill on the map. I was like, not quite as easy as said as done, but I'll give it a good go. Do you know what I mean? So we unfortunately ended up picking Arsenal against them. Obviously the roster back then was, I think it was Diamond Con, Oog, Tom Gravity. I couldn't have mentioned the other two, to be honest, but they were good players, very good, very known, and I think they were phase black, and then something happened before the event, and then they changed roster. Something went down over there, but they got a pick up. Not too bad of a game. I think we lost by about 45, and then the S&D came up, and bro, I fell into my rhythm. And do you know what? Right, I don't gas myself a lot. I know I'm good at COD, right? I always have been. I've done this for years. If I'm not good by now, then there's no. I don't know what I'm doing. But when I lock in and I go like full on psychopath, which it does feel like I am sometimes, especially in game, there's maps that I will not lose because of myself. I will win the map. It's as simple as it gets. 4v4, 5v5, I don't care. I don't give a crap what your name is. I don't care who you are, what you've done, what you've accomplished, what org you're under. You're getting battered. And then we played him on payload search. Now, I don't know if you'll remember this from back then. Americans, they hated payload search. Now, I begged for it. I made sure that we got it, because I was doing the VOs at the time. I made sure we got it. And 16-4, 6-2. I steamrolled. Like, just took over. And then last map was frequency control. We'll leave that one. As you can imagine, that didn't go too well.
Yeah, that against a better team on paper is extremely hard.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's not possible. They just, to be fair, I say this as a joke a lot of the time. I didn't lose, my team did. But individually, I played incredible that event. And unfortunately, it didn't work out. Just is what it is. Lost 3-1 in the control. I think I was the only one that went pause, and I'm not gonna lie, we got battered. They knew exactly what they were doing. They knew everything. The way to rotate around the map, they did perfectly. And it was like a 2-minute period where we got spawn trapped from hell. I mean, from hell. Tom Gravity posted up on a head glitch, mate. That is a hard gunfight to win, let me tell you.
Yeah, I can imagine. But I mean, you still come out of it with a 33 to 48 placement, if I'm correct. I mean, you're one round from a top 32 placement. And I'll be honest, that London event was stacked. So
It was ridiculous.
I mean, a great run. Like we see some decent names get double rounded. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Top
I was
64s.
very
Like
surprised.
it was a
Yeah.
really hard event. And then another one I want to touch on. You also went to Paris with Pink, Increment, Trot, and Cerberus in MW19.
Did I? Don't remember that one.
Oh, you didn't have a bad event though. Top 24.
Cop, we got a buy and didn't win a map.
Right. I'll
We got a buy because the Italians couldn't make it out of the country because of COVID, and we didn't win a map.
were you meant to play Vortex and that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see that, and it's like they haven't even got a placement
Yeah.
on the like they haven't got an official placement, just their team names there.
Yeah, I mean, I personally took that as a 2-0 because the Italians didn't turn up. In my opinion, they no-showed. In a GB, we get the win. Do you know what I mean? The reality of it is, I got the win.
I mean, technically you did know. I mean, a win's a win, right?
If it goes down on GB as a 2-0, it goes down in my books as a 2-0.
Didn't go out and win as round 1, did you?
No. Losers round 2, though. Just bear this in mind, right? I've come from 3 events at this point. I have never even been close to double rounded. To not win a map? Oh. Let me tell you, there was some celebratory drinks that night, and they weren't celebratory. It was just drinks.
Who did you play? Was it our game?
No, this is the part, right? We played Team Elitist first map. Now I let Jay Roberts go do vetoes. Oh, it was Serb. Sorry, it was Serb. I let Serb go do vetoes. I was like, slay heavy maps. So follow my principle, right? Don't get them on slay heavy maps. I came and sat back down and I went, just bear in mind, you got to be in the moment with me, right? You sit down, you're at an event, you're locked in, right? You're ready to play, you're shooting bots, you're having a great time. I turn around and go, right, first map, Hackney Yard. I went, how does that work? And they went, what do you mean? I went, how does the side work? Because the sides were flipped. So if you didn't pick the map, you got good side.
Yeah.
On every other thing. If you picked the map, you got bad. Like if you picked the map, you get good side. So it flipped, right? I spawned in to find out I'm playing Team Elite, so Hackney Yard bad side. And I'm like, I'm already checked, bro. I'm already checked. Like what's gonna come from this? I was like, right, it's Gabe. I know Gabe. I've played with Gabe. I know Gabe. I know he's good, obviously. I've never seen anything bad about Gabe. He's built himself a brand. You know, he's what it is. I spawned in and I ripped him off that mid-egg glitch. And I mean, woof, dead. Good night. Flip them off bad side. I'm like, oh, it's looking good it's looking good. We lost. We lost bad. I think it was 250 to 135 or something.
Shall we end Paris now?
Yeah. To be fair, the second team I played against was Avo.
Yeah.
Now, this is the one I will never let go of. Never.
I need to hear
He
this.
holds it as a 1-1 against me, and I don't like it. Now, if nobody knows, me and Avo have a trilogy. The trilogy is going to happen at some point in time. I played him twice on LAN. I smoked him in IW. He smoked me in Paris. At some point, it's gonna come 2-1 to someone. At some point, and it'll be me.
I hope this year.
I hope so. I will always the one person I've always loved playing against is Jordan. Always. That guy brings the best out of me. He always has. A teammate against him, no matter what, he brings the best out of me, and I love it. Obviously, I've never had the blessing of playing against Isaac, but that big-headed idiot's getting absolutely took off every egg glitch he gets hit on. Every egg glitch he sits on, he's getting took off it. You can see that head from 3 miles away. Ain't no way he's not getting ripped off.
Jesus Christ, ref.
He loves it. He doesn't. I love him though.
So you said you've been to 5 events in total, correct?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about the other 3? Any other 3 that stand out to you?
IW was a really weird year for me. So this was when I first started to play 18. Like I want to say 18 plus, but I was already 19 at this point. I think. Obviously, I'm an oldie. And I went to I was supposed to go to my first event with some people, and I got dropped 2 days before the event. And I basically just tweeted out saying like, anybody want to play? If you want to go to the event, get absolutely demolished. It's fine. I'll play. And some veteran names hit me up. Now, most people won't know who these people are anymore. I don't even know if you will. But Andy Complex,
No.
F Parksy, and Rob Sway.
Okay. Rob Sway, yes. Other 2, not a clue.
right, best way I can put it, these boys were rubbish. Right, they were. So I replaced Dusty. Now everyone remembers who Dusty was. Dusty was he was good. Like he's the best player on the team by like country mile. I remember sitting down at my first, so that was my first event, and I remember sitting down in the morning with Andy and that, and Andy goes over and gets his breakfast, right? And this is when I realised that the event was chalked. He goes over, this is an all-you-can-eat English breakfast. You can get whatever you want, from black pudding, beans, cheese, anything you want, toast, everything, right? Brown toast, white toast, anything. This Donny comes over with a plate mounted with beans. I'm talking like it must have been 2.5 cans of Hans beans, mate, and about 12 sausages and a little rainbow over the top. At that point, I sat down, knew it was shocked.
What is that for scran?
Trust me, I was sat there just eating my because I'm a bit weird when it comes to food and playing, right? So when I'm playing, I'll eat pasta or I'll eat like a couple of pieces of toast, so just to keep it in my stomach, but not make me feel like ruthless. Like that morning, I had a couple of eggs, for example. It's obviously eggs full of protein, good for you. Mind, whatever. And yeah, he sat down with that, and I was like, bro, what am I playing with? Like, bro, like, I knew I said I'd play with anyone, but what? Like, what? Donny's trolling. And then that event was like, we beat a team called Underworld at the time, which were very good. Other than that, it was just an average top 28 placing, nothing special. I played pretty well, played pretty rubbish to see, which we lost. Got nervous, whatever. First event happens. Second event was 3 months later, and this is the pride for me. So I got a team. 2 of them placed top 128, and 1 of them placed top 64. And this was the first time I took over in COD and was like, I'm making this team play the way I want them to play. Leave everybody else. I don't care about anybody else or how they're playing. I want us to play to us. And the team at the time was me, Webster, Sebo, and a guy called Razor Ray. Now, most people know who Sebo and Web are. Ray is the unsung hero of that event. That guy will be that one geezer, right? And you've played against one of them in your career, but they're a rare breed, right? And he will sit in the hill, and you'll go 3 dead. And you'll be like, here we go, we've spotted in Narnia. Razor Ray will pop a 3-piece out of his absolute. He'll drop 23 a map. It'll get you bare minimum 25. Like bare maximum 25. He ain't dropping numbers. But that 3-piece alone, I don't understand it. If he did that every map, mate, he'd be Thanos. I'm telling you now, if he did that every map, if he did that every gunfight and used that ability he had in that one moment that he had for some reason on every map, he would have literally been scum. I'm not even joking. The 3 pieces I watched that man make were outrageous. And then we went, obviously, speaking of the event, Sheffield, we went and beat, we lost in winners round 1 to Seanyy COD. Won't get into that story, but my controller wasn't working. And then we went losers 1, 2, 3, played like Logic and Ferbsy, Molly COD. Yeah, just we played it. It was an easy team. I'm not gonna lie. No disrespect to them, but they weren't practiced. They weren't doing nothing. Like we were well practiced, well loyal to that point. It just is what it is. And then our first actual big game was TD, which was Copley and Co at the time, Riri and them boys. And we went into that series and we were like, we don't know what to expect because we weren't allowed to scrim against them because they just egoed us. And then, but like the teams we were scrimming against was like Avo and that. Now I didn't realize at the time, and Avo will back this. Mine and his team played so similar, but so different to everybody else. We were just ruthless aggression. That's all. We just hit. Don't even bother rotating half the time. Just push through it. The same way Optic used to play back in the day. They would just They wouldn't even try to outplay you. They would just delete you off the map. That's how we played the game. Obviously, that being a very 50-50 way of playing, but I ended up dropping 49 on breakout hardpoint against them, battering them. And then the next thing I see, I go look at the little TV in the corner that you used to have. You go look at the screen. You look at it. Team Barrage. Oh, oh man. Avo, Gaito beat Berryman, qualified for champs. Serious player. Luke Selwood, Snake, and Mike Cobra. Mike Cobra, by the way.
By the way, what team
that man is. They were unbelievable, mate. They were one of the at that period in time. They were probably the scariest team in that bracket for me. And then we played against each other, mate. And I swear to God, we got to P1, mate. Bang! Just hit everything, just constant, just bang, just like that all the time, just aggression, and we railed them. Absolutely railed them. The numbers in that game were outrageous, and I can remember them to this day because of how stupid it was. Like if you look at the scoreboard, I had 49, Jack had 48, and Seb had 46.
Jesus.
We just we put them in a spawn, have it, and then they'll break. Like don't get me wrong, they're no joke of a team. Like they shot back, then they shot back very well. Just at that moment in time, the boys were on smoke. We were on smoke, and I loved every minute of it. I was screaming, and then me and obviously by the time me and Jordan mates. Obviously, it's different now. Like the guy, I've known the guy for 8 years, bro. That's my brother. That, but man, that was a good day. That was.
Was that series your favorite ever LAN moment?
Because of who it was, yes. Like, he's my brother. It's my brother, innit? I loved playing against him. I've always loved playing against him. It's like I said, he brings the best out in most people he plays against because you have no choice, right?
Yeah.
It's the JT, bro. The guy moves slick. He shoots straight. Like you have no choice but to be on. Like you've got your good level, then you got to be up here. If you're not up here, Jord's smoking you. And Jord will do it himself. None of his team he doesn't need his team. He will just do it himself. Guy's Thanos, man. I love the kid.
Makes two of us, but that ticked off our next question. It might even tick off the next one. Was that also your favorite ever LAN event, or is there another one?
To be fair, I think my best. I know it sounds mad because I didn't technically win, but winning the map against FaZe Black was probably my favorite moment because I let out a roar after that because that was like there is no you can put up like challenger teams versus challenger teams, right? And one can come out and one can come out. It's kind of one of them things where it just guys look, there's this. Whereas if you were to put my name next to Tom Gravity and go who's winning that, there ain't one player on the face of the earth that's going to turn around and tell me, other than probably Jord because Jord gasses me, but or you. Do you know what I mean? It's unrealistically on paper, as far as Bet365 is concerned, mate, you could put £1 on me and win £1,000. Do you know what I mean? And to win that was like, I was beating my chest all sorts, mate. I was going limbs because I took over. That's the best part. I didn't get carried. No. I took over my map.
It's got to feel good, isn't it?
Oh, it was incredible.
Well, that team as well was. I think they were one series away from Pro League as well. That FaZe Black roster. I don't know how much of that portion of that roster
obviously
was still
they had a
on
pickup,
that, but
in fairness, they did have a pickup and stuff. So obviously it throws your game off. But S&D is S&D, right? That's bread and butter. You should still be playing the same relatively in S&D than you are with a pickup than you do obviously hardpoint and stuff.
No, I remember they were one of the biggest names at that event. Cause I remember even just walking and people just looking at them like, shit.
And the mad part is, I don't think until they actually lost and left the tournament, they didn't lose a map other than us. Because of me. That's that's gas. If you look at that, it's like, oh, I'm sick.
Just need to replicate in every map you ever play.
Yeah. Have fun with that, because I was absolutely dead after that event. Wow. I give everything in that event, everything.
That's like, even just a map like that, right? You then know you're like, I can do this. This is viable. I just need to do this consistently and get around the right people.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? It's like everybody that I've ever spoke to or played with, you can see the ability, right? And I know I've got the ability. It's just whether my own self will be there. Because I'm not gonna lie, my greatest downfall is I'll get a good team. Oh, I can get on a good team. There's no bother about that. And then I'll get that team, and my mental will collapse. I'll have a bad map, and I'm sitting there going, "Shit, I'm gonna get dropped. I'm gonna get dropped." Like I'm bad. And then once my mental starts to go, you know what it's like. It's slope, right? And then scrims get worse. Day to day gets worse. You start playing worse, and next thing you know, you're dropped. And it's like, then when that happens, it's all sort of one of them things where it's like, I was right the entire time. And it's like, no, you've created that, right? The energy, you've put that out there.
Your own worst enemy.
Yeah, 100%. I am 100% my own worst enemy. Because when I will stick by the fact that when I'm on, there ain't nobody beating me. Not in a one-on-one.
That might roll into the next one, right? Aspirations for the future. What is the end goal, Jordan? What does the end goal look like in terms of Call of Duty for yourself?
Do you know, I sat here a couple of years ago and thought about the same thing, right? I was like, what do I actually want? And obviously, like, everyone when you're 18, 19, it's like, Pro League. No, I just want to sit there and go, I want to sit here and turn around and go, nah, I give it my everything. Like, I don't care about making it pro. I don't care about the money. I don't care, right? I will stream and I'll have my fun, and that's as simple as it gets for me. But I want to sit here in the same seat and talk to the same people and go, nah, do you know what? I did what I could, but the job ain't done.
It's never
I
done.
need to be satisfied within myself, right?
Yeah.
That's the key. But
But
I'm not
yeah,
satisfied.
self-satisfaction, I don't think there's much of a better feeling.
No, I think that's what everyone should hunt for. Whether that's getting top 32, whether that's getting top 64. If you hunt for that self satisfaction every time, maybe you up the bar, maybe you lower the bar. As long as you can sit there and go, I am comfortable within myself. I did that. You're good. You'll have a very happy life.
Absolutely
But
love it.
I ain't done.
Ian done, and well,
I ain't done.
that's segment one complete. And if that hasn't let you know who the player is, then you need to go back to the start and rewatch it because he's laid everything down here. But well, we're going to segment two, the Modern Warfare 3 season. It's been up and down already for you. What is the current team situation? Where are we at?
Chalked. No, it's not. Obviously coming into this year was a rough one. No pro points, no nothing, no backing, no stock. Started from scratch. At the minute, I'm just kind of hoping to find something that works because sometimes it can just fall into your lap, sometimes it can't. But the main goal is obviously when the season starts, I bare minimum 32. For the first two 2Ks, I want bet like first one depends, no pro points, depends who we get. Depends what I'm teaming with, obviously. 32, 32 at minimum to put myself in a good position to maybe potentially push for a better team 16 wise. I think I'm good enough. I think I can read the game good enough. It's just a matter of step by step now. American event has to be done. Miami, I'm there for 2 weeks. There ain't no way I'm staying for the weekend. I'm there for 2 weeks. I'm gonna go enjoy myself on the beach beforehand, get a nice little tan, sit there, play my game, win the event, go sit outside and just chill again. Because Steve Vortex ain't got shit on me. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. No, but it's true. I'm probably gonna go for about a week and a half. I'll chill on. I'll have a nice little time in Miami and then come home and see what happens.
I love it. But before that, we have got the Boston event, January 25th to 28th, if my old man memory is correct. What are the expectations for it? For you attending, is it realistic? What do you think, honestly?
I think it's very realistic. Like I said, if I get a call up, if I get any sort of notification saying that you want to come to Boston, my answer is yes. There is no if, but maybe. If they want me in Boston, I'll go to Boston. But at the moment in time with my team situation, no, it's not. I haven't got a team pass, so
That's the big one, right?
it's yeah, that's the big one, right? Because the MLB funny, it's not easy to get a team pass as it is. To not have one at this stage, considering they're probably not going to release anymore now, it's looking pretty bleak. But
Would you, if you had, in your opinion, a lesser player than your ability or a lesser team of your ability contact you and say, even tomorrow, I got a pass, are you down? Would you go? Or are you
yes,
only looking to go? You are. Just get out there, showcase what
yeah.
you can do.
I don't even think it's more showcase what I can do. It's just I believe in myself in the process. So if a team that I don't think's on my level, I can make them there. That's my opinion. Like that's my opinion on myself. I'm very good at explaining things. I'm very good at my knowledge of the game, as you've seen. You said it yourself. Like I can read the game like
Yeah.
it's the back of my hand. I've done this for years. So I don't really see myself on a higher tier than anybody. I think everyone's a gunfight. Everyone, it doesn't matter what your name is. You could be bottom of the barrel, top 128, or you could be Steve Vortex challenging me. And the reality is, I'm going to challenge Steve Vortex the same way I'm going to challenge you. It's not going to change. My ego is huge. I will just chow. So,
Middle
but
map invasion every single time, can
every
confirm.
time, no question asked, and I will chow it every time because that is my gunfight, right? Um, but again, I don't see anybody that's the responsible side of him is like I don't see myself on a better level than anyone. I think I've just got a lot of experience.
Yeah.
So as long as they can shoot back, I can't teach you to shoot back, but I can teach you to read a map. If I can teach you to read the map, then I'm down. I'm down.
Is there any stage before Boston you go, it's not enough time, I chalk it, or even if a week before, 5 days before, there's an opening, are you jumping on it?
It just depends on work, right? Because that's the one thing that I have that a lot of
Yeah.
people don't seem to struggle with. Like I can't really turn around the week before the event and go, oh yeah, by the way, just to let you know, I'm gonna be off Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm in Boston. they're gonna go, excuse me, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But as long if it's 2 weeks before, I can book it because I can book my schedule a week in advance, right? So if it's the Monday before that week, like the week after, I can do it. My cut-off point will be that Monday.
Yeah. But
because I'm gonna keep on form. So
if it's realistically possible, then we're seeing you at Boston.
yeah, 100%.
Love it.
You'll hear me roaring.
Do you know, and I really hope I do. Like, I really, really hope I do. And no gas aside, you should be there. Pretty simple. You should be there. And I don't envision a world where you're not, to be honest.
Just got to see how it falls, right?
Silly season's approaching, mate. People have got team passes. Everyone will start getting flustered. We've seen it time and time again. There's going to be openings for anyone that's in a similar position.
We're a fair bit into this game now, and I'm not going to lie, these honeymoon periods are going to start to die, and no one can control it. Which means here he comes, the bald eagle swooping in yet again. I'm taking your spot. I'm taking your spot, and I'm running with it.
He's here for blood. He's here for blood. But
I am.
Let's look past the Boston event. I'm not going to say anything, but there's some more challenger events coming up. How many we're getting right now is in question. But the top amount we can have is 3 more opens after Boston and then champs. So possibly Miami, Toronto, and Carolina. Are you planning on going on all 3?
I will go to every single one if my team is willing to. So I will go to all of them. Yeah, no
this
problem.
year, literally everything you're aiming for.
Nothing bothers me. I will play every event if I need to. I love it. I live for it. Of course I will. No doubt in my mind.
What more do they need to hear?
Listen, I'll get my clips up right now. We can show them if you want. I don't know. You want to channel me on flower head glitch on terminal? See ya.
But looking outside of the challenger events, the UK this year, we're going to have a minimum of 5, all but guaranteed. So 5 local and 6 if we're including the one in Germany by COD Agent. What's your thoughts on them? Will you be looking to attend as many of them as you can as well, or a couple or none?
I mean, I don't know if this is suitable to bring up, but my issue with these events is Prezi.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I can trust these people to put on what they're saying they're going to put on.
Yeah.
So there's no point in me sitting here right now and saying, oh yeah, I'll go to the one in Germany, I'll go to the one in London, I'll go wherever. Because the reality of it is, these organizations, I don't trust them. That's the truth. After what Prezi did, can anybody really trust any of the word of anybody again? If you sit there and you go, right, the venue's booked, we have this many stations, we have these many team passes going, I'm like, okay, I'll go. But again, buying a team pass, next thing you know, he's doing a runner to Barbados. So
yeah,
it's a bit difficult for me to turn around and go, yeah, I'm down, because obviously I've been out the team for a long time, and people like the COD agent stuff, I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
In truth, I was never around to see it grow, to see what it is now. I don't know. If they post the events and they seem legit, then of course I'll go. No problem. I will attend every event possible. If there's 9 events this year, I'll go to all of them. That's just, it's as simple as that for me.
So basically, to put it in short, if there's a LAN, Jordan's going to be there, and if there's an option, he's actually hopping on it.
100%. I've actually spoke to Jord, and the funny thing is, I said if anything happens to a point of where anything falls through, I don't wish it upon the kid at all. I hope his team sticks through. I hope he gets there and he fucking grinds and absolutely kills it. Right? I hope he kills it. If you need someone, you message me. I don't care if it's a week before. I will book my flight the moment you message me. I will be there.
Yeah.
There's no if, but, or maybe. I wake up every morning to a picture of Michael Jordan on my screen. I don't need no more motivation than that. No more.
He's absolutely full of energy and passion. Absolutely love it.
I love this. I'm dead serious. I love this game.
Yeah.
I love everything about it. I love LAN. I love the people. I've met. I don't want to call them mates. They're my brothers, right? Like Isaac and George. They have been there for me in the worst times of my life. And I'm not gonna get emotional, but genuinely, they have been there through when I was ready to do some very stupid stuff, and they were there every day. No questions asked. No if, but maybe. No. Are you okay? None of that. They knew it. They knew. And sometimes they would stick it on me so bad, and I'm in the bin, right? I'm in the dirt, and these boys would stick it on me. And it's exactly what I needed. They have dragged me from my neck, mate, through the crap, and I will be if that boy needs me, I'm there.
I love to hear that as well. Like, there's always bad things coming out of the scene, right? Like always dramas, scandals, whatever else. But like to hear people have made lifelong friends through this scene of Call of Duty, like is refreshing. And I think everyone has just not spoke about enough.
I met Jordan 8 years ago at a gaming event, and I went down and spent time with these misses and him for like a couple of weeks ago. I was having dinner with them, like playing games with Jordan every day. It's what we do, right? This is what this stuff is supposed to be for. But the platform at the minute is just kind of
it's
full of
sweep that under the carpet for now. We'll get that under.
Interested folk.
Yeah. But to finalise segment 2 of the Modern Warfare 3 season, I mean, let's just ask the simple. I mean, how are you enjoying the game?
Do you know what? I love this game, you know. There's something about it that every gunfight I win, there's a little part of me that goes, "Oh, that was nice." That little kid, like a little girl with him, is like, "Oh, that was nice. Oh, that was clean, that." And I enjoy it, right? And then I get on another day and it feels completely different because of that thing. But we'll ignore that. But yeah, I think the game's good. I think it needs a few little tweaks. I think season 1 will be a massive difference. I think they're going to change some hill rotations. They're going to change the way the spawn system works a little bit. Not much. I don't know why people think it's going to massively change, but it ain't going to change massively. Hopefully a few new maps, because I've seen a clip of that MWIII map, and the MWIII map actually was really good.
Yeah.
Hopefully they introduce that maybe instead of a Karachi, because Karachi is by far the most disgraceful thing to ever happen to Call of Duty. Other than Search. Karachi Search is actually quite good. Yeah, but if I do see one more high-rise control, I am going to put my face through my screen. Other than that, the game's class. The game, because if I have to sit there and play against four ARs, mate, of a top 16 team, and they're pre-aiming 4 windows because I've got 4 dead ones, you're taking the
high-rise controls. Like when you're smoking on it, you're like, oh my god,
you're smoking.
Yeah. But when you're in that blend, you're like, oh my lord, can I just leave this map?
Yeah, can we just leave the map? Because there's no point in playing. Just end the round now. Just control it as L4. Oh, I've just had my game crash. Damn it! We're gonna have to go to the next map. Who would have thought?
I think that from the base, the game's good. I mean,
agreed.
If the competitive scene around it was as we knew years ago, then God, this could be one of the best years ever. But sadly, it's not. But the actual game itself, I think, is fantastic. Like I say, a few tweaks here and there. Nothing's going to change massively. We're a couple of maps away and a few hill changes from a pretty solid game.
I think that's the problem. That's like the biggest problem for me. The game's good. The issue is, are you going to get onto the community, or can I make a little bit?
Get you go, mate.
I think the issue is people need to sit there and they need to realize something. We are all here for the same reason, the same purpose. We're trying to strive for the same goal. Why are we all so against each other?
Yeah.
See, like I know it's not very easy to sit there and you want to see somebody win because you want to win yourself. But you need to realize that there's going to be a time and a place where you have 3 boys sat next to you, and you are striving for the same thing as them 3 boys are. And if you're going to treat them like crap online and expect them to give you everything when you go to an event or when you actually need them to, they ain't going to do it. They're your family. They're your boys, right? You get on with them every day. You probably spend more time with them than you do your family.
Sure.
Them boys need to support you the same way you need to support them. So sit next to them, actually help yourself, help them get better, and help yourself get better by helping them. It's that simple. And then when you come to LAN, you sat there as a group of 5 or fist bumping each other, getting gassed because you're smoking people. You'll thank me.
Well, I tell you what, normally we have this segment in where it's like advice for aspiring players or people in the scene. We haven't got that today, but I mean, that's just rounded that off fantastically. So
simple. Support your boys, man. Yeah. They're there for you. You're there for them. End of story.
Facts. But that is the end of segment 2. Now, segment 3, so you're going to step into the hot seat. So this one isn't too bad. It's not as bad as the Zappy one, but we've got some questions here for you. They must be answered.
Oh shit! All right.
But I'll start with some simple ones, right? At the end of the season, what's the best placement at a Challenger LAN you would have had?
This season?
This season.
Top 6. I want to get a 16.
Okay. At the end of the season, what's the best placement you would have had at a local LAN?
24. I think. No. Oh, wait. In general, this season.
Yeah, this season at a local LAN, like a
UK
LAN.
Winning I'm winning the thing, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say, you getting around to Jordan? What's going on there?
Get me in my home time. Ain't no chance, mate. I'm winning the damn thing. Yeah. Carry on.
Oh yes, okay. So assuming we have online 2Ks, we're really unsure on that. with the current pro point structure, what is the best placement you're going to have in an online 2K event?
I'm hoping top 16.
Okay.
Realistically, because of points.
Yeah. Makes sense, to be honest, and even that would be solid. I mean, that would be
very achievable.
That'd be great for you as well if you could get that early on. That would really help the rest of your season massively.
Exactly.
Right, now we get into it. However, I might know the answer for this. Your favourite ever teammate?
Avo.
Yeah, well,
always will be, no doubt.
Yeah, we knew that one. Yeah, but let's flip that one, right? Your least favourite teammate ever?
Happy.
Any reason? We're just leaving it there.
Do you know what? Every time he die, bro, it's like I'm listening to Hazy, mate. Guy just started spitting packs and potions down my ear, mate. He just started screaming. I couldn't handle it. The boy's ability was phenomenal, but the boy's attitude, holy, that guy was lovely kid though.
Sound bloke, right? Next one. Who's the most talented player you've ever played against?
JAtreox.
Oh.
He's the only person that's ever made me question how I play about him.
Okay.
Online as well. That was rough. 16 and 6. I went 16 and 16 against that man in gunfights. That guy did my nutting, mate. JAtreox though, unbelievable player. Unbelievable.
Quality. Absolute top
His
tier.
knowledge was phenomenal.
Right. Now, is playing in challenges right now outside of the top 8 worth it?
No. Not unless you're doing the extras.
Extras being
I
content?
think streaming, yes. If you're not trying to build, like, the best example I can give this for the reason I said no, Aroma. That's enough said. Gabe has done immaculate. He wasn't top 8. He wasn't the best player in the world. He's not the most gifted player in the world, but he made a brand for himself. He got better, and now look at what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's now living in Canada, living his best life on stream every day. Nothing but respect for the guy.
Completely agree, and it's really not a hard model to a complete grind. Really, really difficult, really strenuous grind. However, but like the model's there in front of you. Why is it not being replicated?
Nah, do you know what it is though? For example, doing what you're doing, yeah, that's difficult. You got a lot of management to do. Brother, you're playing the game for 9 hours a day. Just bang your stream on in the corner. No one cares. Just leave it. Yeah. If your personality shines through, your personality shines through. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Your gameplay will shine through. If not, then just leave. You're gonna do it anyway. So just play. Put your stream on. Nothing changes unless you're cheating.
I can get into that.
No.
Do you think this is the final year of the CDL as we currently know it?
I'm going to answer with I hope so. We need open events. I have said this for years. We need open events because the passion level in an event, when you know full well that you might have the chance, obviously not anymore, but back then when you spawn in IW and you're sat there going, yeah, I could play for me on main stage in a minute. Yo, give me a sec. Like, I'm going to win this. So I get to him. I know we don't even have that.
Yeah.
Like, I want to play against the best players in the world. Why can't I do it? Why am I segregated from them because they played some money? No. Open events.
Yeah, and even like the pros, right? Like, surely there must be more satisfaction. Like, if you take the money side out of it, then you've beat everyone in that venue on that day. You've beat like, everyone in the scene. You're the best.
And I will say, I'm not being funny. Some of these low tier CDL teams are absolutely poo. Steve Artex and MWIII, how they're both not on teams, criminal.
Sickening, honestly.
1.4 average place in over 2 years. You'll tell me he's not on a pro team. The only guy, by the way, I seen a screenshot the other day. He did beat Ben Beans in a map, and I am very impressed with that, because I said this at the start of the year and let it all be known. There is one team that will beat that Ben Beans team, and it's Steve Artex by himself, because he will find a way. He will find a way.
I've got no objections here, mate. But
he will find a way.
I've got one final one on this hot seat for you. How many more years have you got left in you?
So the job's done. There ain't no number until the job's done.
Simple as that.
When the job's finished, I'll let everyone know.
Well, sir, that is finaled all of the segments. However, we are on to some quick fire questions, a lot easier than the ones I've just give you. So we'll dive straight into it. Your favourite competitive Modern Warfare 3 map?
Terminal.
Okay.
I'm Thanos on that.
No objections from me once again.
I'm final boss on that, man.
Yep. I think I know the question or the answer to the next one, right? The worst map and mode combo in Modern Warfare 3 currently.
Karachi SD.
Oh.
No, Karachi Hardpoint, sorry.
I'm surprised it wasn't high-rise control, Jordan.
It's very close, mate. You're looking for a diamond in the rough there, pal. Like, there's not many great ones. That's the problem.
Karachi Hardpoint, okay.
I think Karachi Hardpoint is the worst map, yeah.
Fair enough. Which meta do you want to see in Modern Warfare 3?
2-2 split.
Yeah.
Just give me a 2-2 split. Plain and simple, 2-2 split.
No specific guns?
And give me a stuff that shoots straight.
Yeah.
Well, not straight. It shoots something more than a peanut.
It's not even fun to use, is it?
Nah, it's crap. just give me a 2-2 split with a sub that's half decent.
Yeah.
Easy. But again, that's not technically the gun problem, it's the map problem, but well.
I might know the answer to this one as well. Which Challenger event are you most excited for? Boston, Toronto, Miami, or Carolina, provided we get all four of them?
Miami.
Yeah.
Miami. That's a beautiful place and I can't wait. I'm going whether I'm playing or not. I'm going. Just get me shirt off, mate.
Oh, absolutely love it. So, last one. Form your EU Challenger God Squad. 2 ARs and 2 subs. Include yourself in this if you want.
2 ARs, 2 subs. I'm going to include myself.
I reckon, yeah. Include yourself. So 1 AR, 2 subs.
Me, Isaac, Avo. Isaac's phenomenal, by the way. Just throwing that in there. And give me a Klauser because his accent's hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah. Give me an Ilias. Ilias is funny, man. Guy. I love that guy. He's only ever spoke to me like twice. He come in Discord. He just makes me laugh all the time. I can deal with that.
Do you know, give me that squad. I want to see that squad at some stage.
That would be a vibe team. That would be. Me and Avon went to kill each other. It'd be so good.
Got a smile on him, man.
Yeah, I love that man. I'd love to play with him again.
Do you know,
Isaac as well.
I don't think I've ever heard, generally, right, anyone say anything bad about Avo. I've never heard one single thing. I'm not gassing it. Never.
It's sad, right? Because one of the things that kind of off subject a bit, but one of the things that kind of hit Jord was he got this recognition for being a hothead. Now people don't seem to understand. Jord is not a hothead. He is very passionate.
Yeah.
And he loves this game. If he sees something, he will, and if he loses, it hurts him. And if it hurts him, he's gonna get angry. It's what he does. So when he's like, that's the one thing that I'll always say that someone always had against Jord. It's like he's a hothead. He's this. You know what I mean? But as a player, you cannot say anything bad about him. The guy he shoots straight, moves quick. Everything he does is, but he's not perfect by no means. I know he's not. I know his problems. They're staying between me though. Because if I ever play against him and he's got a sub in his hand, there's no way he's winning the map. There ain't no way he's winning the map.
Oh, right.
Give him an AR and I'll give it a contest, 70-30, mate. But there ain't no way he's winning with a sub.
Quality. Well, that is all I have for you. So we're on to guest time. Is there anything you want to use this time for? Anything you want to promote? Anything you want to ask me?
No, I just think I want to see the COD scene in a better place.
Yeah.
I think right now it's just in such a shady area of cheaters and all this other stuff that I want to be able to get on and enjoy playing again. And I think there's so many people out there that have somewhat forgot what reality is, right? I think I explained this in a Discord the other day. It's like you seem to forget you're a person. Everyone you speak to is a person. Treat them with respect. Enjoy playing. Otherwise, why are you here? If you're here for money, stop playing. That for me is that's the simplest thing. If you're looking for fame, money, just stop playing. If you're not going to enjoy it, don't play, because you're single-handedly ruining the COD scene. And obviously, because these people I'm talking about most of the time are cheaters. I don't really want to get into that, but these people, you're ruining the scene. Just have respect for the people that are actually sat here trying to put this into something. Because some people, they've changed their lives for this.
Yeah.
They've missed birthdays, they've missed family gatherings, they've missed all sorts for this. And you're coming in and just destroying it with either mentality, lack of effort, cheating, whatever it is. Just enjoy playing, man. This is a wonderful game we do. It's a good thing we do. And there's a lot of nice people in it. You just don't get to see it because you're a questionable person.
100%. I completely agree with you. And that's one of the reasons why the scene is as it is currently, from players, tournament hosts, whatever else, trying to make money out the scene. If your key thing is money in this scene, brother, you're doing it wrong. It's not going to last. It's not sustainable, and you're going to get found out.
Because I'll be honest, it comes from the top, right? Like
Yeah.
the developer of the game, they are hungry. They're just money orientated, and they don't care. If people just had a little bit from player to manager to coach to org owner, all the way to the top to Activision themselves, if we just all sit there and just enjoyed what we're doing, life would be so different. But instead, people just getting on angry, destroying. Like it's a game we play, but a very passionate one. Enjoy it. That's it.
I agree.
This is great, bro. I love sitting here on my little desk with my 2 monitors and my PC, just enjoying myself, shooting people until somebody pisses me off. Then I get angry, but it is what it is. But it's the same with anything, right? Just enjoy yourself. Stop hunting for stuff as well.
Preach it.
But if I get one more cheating allegation towards me, I'm just letting you know. By the way, MWIII 2019 was the last card I really played properly. Every game before that was console. And I was better than all of you. Don't away with it.
Oh right, we're gonna wrap this one up here before he gets someone in the headlock. So if you're watching this on YouTube, then please hit that subscribe button. If you're listening on Spotify, then please hit that review. And I mean, Jordan, thank you so much. This has been a pleasure. I can't lie. But
no problem, brother.
that's it.